Welcome to the Man United agenda, and tonight's show will be all about that guy, CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo, and where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to utilize him in the best position at the club. Yes, everyone, it's Saturday night, and it is all about Cristiano Ronaldo. It will never get dry talking about this legend at Manchester United. So, as always, we're joined by Talk MU on Monday, and bringing back a neutral fan as always. We got Oliver. Welcome back to the Man United agenda, Oliver. Wearing that lovely Arsenal hat, taking some pride on the United agenda with it.
That's it.
Brilliant. So, guys. Ollie, let's go to you first. Manchester United bringing home the king. What did you make of the transfer saga with that one? It almost happened so quickly, didn't it?
It was crazy because one second he was City, the next. And what was great about Man United is they can get a transfer done in 3 hours, which would take Arsenal about 3 years. So I was like, they've only gone and signed the biggest player in the world, and it's taken them 3 hours to do. And that, for me, was just like, it's genius. I hope Arsenal were watching. But, I mean, yeah, I think every United fan in the world is over the moon. But I think that's what's an interesting topic of conversation today is where's he going to be played and how's Ollie going to utilise him? It's a really, really interesting thing. I can't wait to the Newcastle game. It's going to be interesting.
I think we're all waiting for it. Guys, if you're out there liking, sharing, subscribing, we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. The minute we hit that 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving you the chance of winning yourself a signed Bruno Fernandes football shirt. All you have to do is just hit that subscribe button to be in with a chance to win it. So, I'm going to keep going with you, Ollie, at the moment, because myself on Monday and Talk, we've been on the show practically all week talking about this decision, and we'll go with you first as a neutral fan. Where do you see him fitting in? What position do you see him? Knowing now he's exchanged shirt number with Cavani. Cavani is going to be number 23 now or something like that, 23? Or is it 21? 23 or 21? And he's now got his iconic number 7.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was always going to get that. That's probably something that was written in the contract from the start. I mean, it had to happen, really. I think it's really interesting because if you look at how many goals Juventus scored with football, they had Ronaldo. When they actually got Ronaldo in the team, their goals dropped by about 20, which meant to show that it kind of became the Ronaldo show. So everything was going through Ronaldo, even like it got such a thing that maybe it didn't benefit them as a team. And this is where I think it's going to be really interesting. And obviously, every United fan's over the moon about the signing. But if it doesn't get done right from Ollie and the coaching staff and the players kind of coming together, if they don't kind of get that all right in one, then there might be issues. And because you're going to have Ronaldo's going to want to play every game. He's going to have to play every game. But, I mean, at 36... you probably say another player in his kind of position, maybe a Cavani or Ibrahimovic, they'd probably say you can come off the bench here or there, but he's going to play every single game. And I feel like the trick is, and I think it's all down to Ollie here, because he's going to have to be strong. He's going to have to really use good management skills to make sure he manages him in the right way, so that Ronaldo coming in is more him coming in as part of the team, and then he's kind of showing all the younger lads and all the other teams to come together as a team rather than the Ronaldo show, which I kind of feel happened at Juventus. I think if Ollie can do that, then he will absolutely nail it. But Ronaldo's original position really is off the left.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, just play him as the striker," which is probably how Oli will play him. But I mean, if you play him on the left, you've got to accommodate for so many other players, and it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Talk. Coming to you now. Some great points there by Ollie. Ronaldo coming back in. Obviously, we know he used to play on the left, and obviously he sealed that number 7 shirt at Man United. Fantastic, but again, Ole has done my research today with the stats wise, because I have got that stats as well for Ronaldo playing for Juventus as well. Now, Juventus, Man United, he's a hero at Man United. So when it comes to sort of like scoring goals, he's going to want to be the main man. And also, again, if Ole don't utilize him in well enough condition, and sort of like the way he's managed Bruno Fernandes, I think he didn't really manage him great last season by playing him so many games. So like the last 13 games or so, he dried up when it came to goals. But do you think this time round, like what Ole said, it's all to do with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, man management, and making sure we play Ronaldo in the right games and we give him the right condition when we're playing him, setting the team up going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I understand that and I get what you're saying. However, I think for me, with Ronaldo, you know what, he's going to manage himself. You know what, the guy's like so well conditioned and so fit. If he feels anything, if he feels a knock, a strain, or whatever, he's going to straight away flag it up, and you're going to say, "Ah, look, boss, no, wait a minute, I'm going to have to, let's get this looked at." He's not, because he's not going to jeopardise his long-term whatever amount of playing time he's got left, by risking anything with Cristiano. There's no way, and so I think that's the first thing, And Ole, I mean, of course, Ole knows Cristiano very well. They played together and won things together, so that should be a pretty easy relationship to rekindle from once the playing days. But obviously now Cristiano's looking at Ole as, you're now my boss. But I think the relationship is strong enough between them two for that to be a respectful position for them both to be in as boss. I'm your boss, and then from Cristiano's point of view, you're my boss now. I think that's not going to be a problem. In terms of his playing position, where he's going to play, I mean, yeah, obviously he's going to be up there up the front. However, what I said last night is I see him, he's going to, because he's such a threat, he can float along that front line. He can float on that front line, left and right. He's going to drag players all over the shop. If they're going to try and outnumber him, like get around him in 2s or 3s or whatever, then he's just going to drag players all over the shop, and then you're going to open up space for whoever's on the left. Greenwood, you can switch with Ronaldo if Ronaldo thinks, you know what, I'm going to go out here then, and then Ronaldo can Greenwood can move in, or the midfield players can push forward. Especially if we start playing Donny van der Beek, and we do start playing that kind of playing in front of teams so that we can open the space behind them to pull them out, get in behind, quick passes, the threat of Cristiano. I mean, I just think as well that it's going to be something that the opposition teams now are going to have to now plan for. Now, when they see our team sheet, it's got Cristiano Ronaldo as the striker, they're going to have to go, shit, we need to plan for this. We've got to think about this. You cannot take the risk of just allowing him to be that lone, because he's just too dangerous, And let's have it right, he's still got a short burst of pace on him,
Yeah. So listening to the guys there on Monday, they're talking about obviously team sheet, people are going to be scared. For me, when I'm looking at my team, I've got about 5 different versions of teams on my piece of paper here. And for me, Cristiano Ronaldo, one way I can see him fitting in perfectly at Man United in any system whatsoever is giving him a free role. So Bruno Fernandes normally would have that free role. I think Cristiano Ronaldo now will have to have that free role.
I don't know about free role. I think he's got to play as a number 9 and be finishing everything up. Like you said, maybe he's still got that burst of pace. But one thing I think is really effective, we haven't really had for a long time, is his aerial ability and ability to score with headers, and his quick thinking in the box. He's a predator. And I think he's going to, I know it's made me think now of what Ollie was saying, not Ollie Solskjaer, Ollie to my right or left. Yeah, what Ollie was saying is throwing a spanner in the works. Really talking about the stat when he was playing for Juve, their goals distribution or something, their goal went down, their goal record went down a bit. Basically saying they're playing through him and it's everything's coming through him. I wouldn't really want to see that. I hope, like what Talk MU says, that he encourages other players to lift themselves. And I would like to see, these days it's not 4-4-2 anymore. I'd like to see the three up front. And what I do see, say Sancho, Greenwood, and Ronaldo, they can all change, as Talk MU said, they can all interchange, play in different positions. And then you're going to have the defenders shuffling around. So you can't really do a man-marking job on them. I just think the most important thing for me and the biggest factor that I think is that Ronaldo needs to be at the end of things and finishing moves for us, at the end of moves, rather than him doing all the moves and the step overs and everything else. I want to see him in the box, being a predator and just getting served up by everybody else. But I think he will be able to do that if he dictates to people what he wants. Look at the goal. I mean, did anyone see the goal at the game against Republic of Ireland?
Yeah.
And his movement in the box for the second header. He got in front of the guy, and the first header, he was so brave. Someone was coming at him, didn't flinch, really went for it and powered it in. That's really effective. I mean, not many people are able to do that. Not since like Duncan Ferguson. I won't say that, but he's got so much ability to score goals. So I'm really happy he's there, and I do see him as number 9. I would prefer he stayed in his little zone, and rather than trying to provide, he's got to just finish the dinner, get served up and finish the dinner. That's all.
So 18-yard box, 18-yard zone. I reckon on Monday. No further back than that.
Yeah, exactly. And sorry, I don't want to talk too much, but what I think is that Bruno now, like I was saying the other day with the game against Wolverhampton, I think Bruno needs to settle in and get into a free of midfield. This number 10 thing, I don't think should be so effective anymore. Just drop off a little bit more and start providing more. Drop a little deeper like he does for Portugal when he plays with Ronaldo for Portugal. I saw him in the Euros and he was playing in a free, a sort of kind of flat free-ish. But when he plays for United, he's like so far forward. He's like up there like a 4-4-2 with Ronaldo. And I don't like the idea of that. I prefer us to be more compact with him sitting back a little bit. Just drop 10 yards and get your head up and start playing balls into the front three.
Yeah. So let's go through a couple of comments here quickly on Monday. It's not a lot of comments at the moment, but we'll just hit them through and then.
It's been a long week. It's international week, so people might have forgot. It's the Man United agenda, but here we are. Talk MU says big up. Anthony Herbert. Hi, Anthony Herbert. Fellow Arsenal fan here, Ollie, for you. Anthony's one of our favourites, always on and supports us.
Yeah, big up, Anthony.
Anthony Herbert says, yes, it's a good sign at his age to be still the best in the world. Got to put him above Messi in my book. Not sure about that, but we can discuss. Yes, my man RB Bian. How you doing, man? He said he loves Cristiano Ronaldo in Hindi as two bros. Yeah. Love to Cristiano Ronaldo in Hindi. Thank you. I think that's from you, Solo, isn't it? With the language. Much respect for India. Yeah. Big up to you guys over there in India.
Yeah.
Supporting us. And Carrie says Messi went to the Farmers League. What's your opinion of that? So that's another thing we can just quickly chat on. Bian says sign of the season for him. If you guys replaced Ollie, no, we would never replace Ollie. He's always a guest on our show. Oh, sorry, okay. But then he's been replaced by. If you guys, then you've been replaced by Ronaldo, isn't he? Yes.
Yeah, it's all happened live on air. I'm getting kicked off live on air. Is that?
So just quickly said Messi went to the Farmers League. What's our opinion on that? And the other thing they were saying, still the best in the world. Is Messi? Andy puts Ronaldo above Messi.
Okay, so let's go to the comments regarding the Farmers League for like 2 or 3 minutes, guys. Just open discussion, to be fair with it. Messi going to the Farmers League. Honestly, for me, my opinion, Ronaldo is a Man United legend and he's the GOAT. Ronaldo is world class. You can't deny it. To be honest with you, comparing the two players in my lifetime, I can't split them because this is a one-off opportunity in which we would probably never see this ever again in our lifetime. So I appreciate both players. I love Ronaldo. He's a Man United legend and he's back at the club, what I love. So I'll take it all day long. But when you're comparing those two players together, I'm never going to see that again in my lifetime. That's my opinion.
I've seen them both live at the Emirates rip us to shreds. So, yeah, it's like a nightmare over either of them. Probably won't see Messi back at the Emirates, but I'll tell you what, when Ronaldo comes back, I'm looking forward to it because he's going to have a field day. He loves scoring against it. So, yeah, no, I don't think you could. It's 6-1 half dozen. Other they're just both as good as each other.
Yeah, I mean, for me, as when people talk about the abilities, technique and stuff like that. When you think about it, I know Messi is technically unbelievable. However, when you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, the way how he first started those free kicks by kicking the ball with the technique of his, the foot shape of his ball, and he's striking the ball at certain angles to get certain types of goals. His heading ability, his overall running with the ball at speed and cross the step overs and the little flicks and tricks and stuff that he's kind of seems like he's taught himself. Really, there's some of them that you watch and I'm thinking, wait a minute, where's that come from? How do you do that? I'm not seen anybody do that before. So I think for me, yeah, they're both right up there, aren't they? I mean, it comes down to me for who's the best. It comes down to personal preference, and for me, obviously, because of Cristiano Ronaldo is ours.
Yeah.
It goes to Ronaldo. However, I would never question what Messi's ever done in the game. And in terms of him going to that quickly, I'll mention on the Farmers League side of things. You know what? Right, yeah, Farmers League, Paris, and blah blah. Yeah, I know that. But I said it with Ronaldo when it was talked about him going to City, and I said that even if Ronaldo would have gone to City, I wouldn't have held it against him, because at the end of the day, when you're a player of those two players' caliber, you've got an asset there and a set of skills that they demand top dollar. And if the first people that come along to offer you that top dollar, you're not gonna make yourself look stupid or kind of like an auction by going, oh well, no, I'm just gonna wait. The first people that come along and offer you that big bucks which you deserve because of the abilities that you've got, it's like if I'm like the top NASA scientist, and some other agency wanted me, you're going to demand top dollar. So it's the same in football. So at the end of the day, I don't blame these guys. And Messi going to Paris, yeah, he demands top dollar because he's the top player. Same with Ronaldo.
It's a bit like I'm a NASA scientist, and I always take top dollar for the I do.
Is there any chance you can recreate Arsene Wenger?
Crack the code of Arsenal for years, but I've just given up.
Just to add to that about the French league, I think some of the best pound for pound players come from France. And you can see all the top European leagues, they always buy from France, world-class players, where they're world champions. They've got, look at the youngster, Camavinga. They're always producing. It's like a conveyor belt of talent in France. So if they didn't leave and they all stayed there, it would probably not be a farmers league. The last time I think a French team won the Champions League was Marseille, wasn't it?
Marseille, yeah.
All them years back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And that was a packed side full of, they had money to invest, just similar to what PSV are doing at the moment, but not PSG, sorry. So I don't think it's a farmers league. There's some talented teams in there. But what happens is, like with Lille, they win the league, beat PSG last season, but they've already been broken up. They've had to sell some of their better players, so they're always reviving. So they never got the opportunity to really build. But as regards to Messi and Ronaldo, I've always I rate Messi higher than Ronaldo. Unfortunately, I think he's a greater player all round.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. On the Man United agenda, you sure?
Yeah, you just have to, I'm just my honest opinion. Just on I have to be fair. Ronaldo's got mentals, which is beyond something. A bit like Diego Maradona, but Messi's been comfortable. He's been played in a Barcelona's team that's been suited to him. I mean, he's grown up with Ronaldinho, walking into the team of Ronaldinho and Rijkaard, and then all along he's played in with like Ballon d'Or. Almost Ballon d'Or winners in Xavi, Puyol, one of the greatest Barcelona eras ever. So he's been blessed really to have that. And there's question marks always there. This is why they raise it about going to a farmers league. He's trying to make it easy. What would happen if he went to the Premiership? But I'm talking about just that's something to throw out there. I'm just talking pure on talent. I think Messi is more effective. And
okay, I've got a good comment here.
Yeah,
I've got a very good comment here. So, guys, we will come back to you, Rich, and we will come back to you, Anthony. But this is a good comment here as well. This is a great comment.
Carrie says, but don't you think Messi, never comes out of his comfort zone, and Ronaldo won Euros with almost a team of nothing? But if you see on media, everyone will just say, will not say hate, but will disregard. Disregard. Okay, so he's saying, this is what I was saying about the mentals. Ronaldo has won the European Cup with Portugal. Messi only recently won a Copa America, didn't he?
Let's be honest, that was a very lucky. I mean, didn't they come third in the group?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've always disagreed with that. It's never really sat with me, right? Third in the group, and they went on and won.
But I think what it is, for me, Messi's a better player. What Ronaldo's had to do, having Messi in his era, to match him, he's had to work extremely hard, have his levels, mental levels, psychological levels, everything, all his levels at maximum peak capacity.
You see, for me,
with him, and now you can see the stats is showing something that he's competed with him for so long. So fair play to Ronaldo. For someone who's got less ability, he's proved to be a lot more effective. Because really and truly, just as someone was put out today, who's the better runner? Everyone loves Ronaldinho because they like to see Showtime, flicks, and everything else. But he wasn't that effective. I like Rivaldo over Ronaldinho. He scored more goals, more effective. But the simple thing, rather than he wouldn't do a step over, he'd drop a shoulder and beat a man. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, it's about effectiveness. And I think what you get with Messi is effectiveness, but Ronaldo's doing it as well with mentals as well, where Messi maybe has got the ability and all the talent in the world and doesn't really have to have that drive. You never see him and really pushing his team on. He's just so talented.
Do you know the thing is though, Messi is a talent, and as I said, in our lifetime we'll probably never see players like this. But the only thing I would say in the counter argument what you're saying is Messi was at his best when he had Xavi and Alonso next to him. That's when he was at his best. The minute them guys left Barcelona, he weren't the same player anymore. So for me, I would say if I was to rate both of them on a scale from like 1 to 10, I would almost give Ronaldo that 10 and Messi a 9.5. And the reason why I would do it that is because when them two players left Barcelona, Messi got caught out. He got found out. And it's like what this comment saying. Pardon?
Sorry. I'm saying harsh.
So he's a great player, but like I said, we'll never see these players in our lifetime again. But the difference is, in some effect, Messi, if he came to the Premier League, I think he could have challenged himself in the Premier League. But obviously, we know no one's going to pay the money what he's on. No one's going to pay that money. Man City weren't going to get dropped out. Man United was never going to pay it. I can't see Tottenham. I definitely ain't seen Arsenal paying that.
Man.
So for me, playing with sort of those high-profile player, for me, Messi, he got caught out after these guys left. But like I said, I'm not going to critique him too much. I'm going to say we'll never see players like them in our lifetime again.
Sorry, Solo. I think his goal record is still being at a high level, regardless of Xavi and Iniesta, those guys still being there. He still maintained a high effectiveness, assists, goals, which is still up there than without those guys. So to say he's dropped, I don't really agree with that. I think he's maintained that standards. It's just the team around him is probably falling off a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, out of 10, if I was going to give Ronaldo a rating out of 10, I'll give him a 7.
Hey, it's a United general.
Here we go. That's just you pay money for that. Pay money for that.
I've just got that. I was just about to say, you having a laugh? And then I realised.
Terrible. Amanda, you want to hit these comments? There's a few comments here.
Sorry. So Andy Herbert says, Solo, right, Ronaldo is a legend. Yep. Hi, Rich Sports, big up.
Big up.
We're legends. You're legends. You're legends. Tune into Rich Sports. If you don't have it already, Rich Sports is doing it. He said Greenwood has the best mentors in world football. That's a great shout. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Low blow.
Good evening, Sean.
There you go, back at you, Solo.
Carrie says, just see any match of PSG in the league. It's like playing with kids. I'm not sure. Annie Herbert, Ronaldo concerned. It's in 4 different countries. Okay, he did it in 4 different countries. That makes him the best. And Fred seconds. Solo.
Yes, Fred.
And lastly, Anne says Messi has more assists and at least as of 2000. Oh, he has more assists up until 2020 to his knowledge. Yeah, he does have far more assists. Yeah.
I mean, I don't count assists. I mean, we had a Mesut Ozil, and yeah, assists. Get out of here, mate.
He assisted to empty your bank account, I think.
He assisted a lot of things. He assisted a lot of things.
Guys, if you're liking, please share, please like, please subscribe to the Money Agenda on the road to 1K. And the minute we hit the 1K, we'll be doing a live draw, giving you away a Bruno Fernandes signed football shirt. Very simple. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, and we'll pick your name randomly from the subscribes, and we'll.
So I could win it. I could win it.
Yes, you could win it. Yes, you could win it. So even Jordan from Jamaica, even Jamaica can win it.
That would.
Hi, Jordan.
Yeah, big up
I
Jordan.
would rather Jordan win it than me, but it would be quite funny if I did win it. And,
we did the Paul Scholes one, the raffle Paul Scholes one recently, and I actually won it.
You better have picked it out again, yeah?
Yeah, I did it. It was through the national lottery.
He took it and went home.
Yeah, through the national lottery. The first name that come out the national lottery. The first number came out national lottery, and it was my number.
I think if I did win it, I've got a lot of United friends. I'd give it to one of them because I'm a nice guy.
Just quickly, can I throw something out there, guys? So we think Ronaldo could play like as number 9.
Yes.
Do you think any like Cavani or any of these other players, Martial, do you think they're going to get upset from playing time? Maybe.
They ain't going to get any playing time, mate.
They shouldn't.
Take his number and take his playing time.
Yeah, they can learn. They can learn from him. Simple as that. They can learn. I put Ronaldo, I gave him a free roll. I put him on right. I put him on the left. I put him up front as well. I put him in goal. I put him as a CDM as well. I
just want to throw a little bit of a jigsaw here into the puzzle. And it is, do you see Ole actually playing Cavani and Ronaldo at the same time in any games?
Yes.
I do,
against
especially
Liverpool,
in the Champions
Liverpool
League.
and City and Champions League, yeah.
I can actually see that. And you know what? I mean, that would be unbelievably lethal.
Yeah, Ollie and agreeing. Cavani and Ronaldo, 2 of the greatest headers of the ball, mate.
Yeah, that could work. I think, as we've seen with Cavani, he does play all across the line as well. He's not just out of that, but it's just very intelligent players. They can do it.
Can you imagine the movement of Cavani?
Yeah.
Right, the technical ability of Cristiano Ronaldo and his movement as well. If them two could get some kind of rapport where they, in and out, like a pair of pistons, one in, one out, one in, one out, and then you've got the great wingers that we've got supplying. Wow.
I think in Alex Ferguson's day, it would be a 4-4-2, those 2 up front.
I wonder if you could convert it back to a 4-4-2. I think it could work as well. You need a good defensive though.
I do think, and this is just from a neutral side of it, right? I do kind of think you're seeing everything with rose-tinted glasses. I don't think it's going to be as easy as you all think it's going to be. I think it's going to be. It's going to be a roller coaster running straight away. I think there will be some little hiccups along the road, and
there will be.
But I'm looking forward to seeing it. But I kind of feel like everyone's like, "Well, the king has returned. Long live the king!" But
I think while Messi's still playing, they're still going to push each other. They're still going to be looking at each other, a bit like Van Nistelrooy and Henry would like rivaling in the Premiership back in the day. I think Messi and Ronaldo are still going to be looking at each other and saying, "I want a Ballon d'Or this year. Look what I can do for this club." So there's a lot of motivation for both.
Henry was far better than Van Nistelrooy. We all know that.
Can we just say as well?
Van Nistelrooy tried. He was trying his best, and he did get a golden boot one year.
There's something we need to also bear in mind in this conversation, which is the arrival of Rafael Varane at the back. So now, for me, Ole, he's now got a mindset.
Better than him.
I know, apparently.
Totally.
Right, listen,
Totally.
Listen, Ollie now he knows that we've got enough there at the back now in terms of experience and ability.
Didn't he not have a good game last game?
Who?
Varane.
No, it was a great game.
I only had a
game.
poor game.
What?
Oh, it was a brilliant game. He was good. He was good.
Who said you had it? Who said it?
Ben White. I thought Ben White had a great game. Ben White.
Hold on a minute.
He didn't have the greatest of games, but
Hey, wait a minute. Have you not watched it? You've got to go back and watch the highlights, mate, and watch.
I watched the highlights. When
they first started the game, I was asked the question, right? How long is it going to take Varane? And I said it's going to take him about 20 minutes, mate. His experience will carry him for the first 20 minutes. He'll feel the pace of the game, and then that's it. And that's exactly what happened. So he had a blinding game. The interceptions, the reading, the positioning.
Though, wasn't it? Was it
the only issue that
but it doesn't really matter who it's against, does it?
I mean, they were getting a lot of chances.
Because we were breaking down the midfield. The only issue we had when De Gea did that double save, the guy jumped all over Varane, and he wasn't really strong enough. So that's how the chance was created.
I mean, what I would say is that Wolves probably should have got at least a draw out of that.
Yeah, they deserved it. Well, I say they deserve it. They played well enough to get something from it.
They had chances. They had a lot of chances.
I just want to say that's one thing that I never. When it comes to saying deserved, you don't deserve nothing in football. You earn it. If you ain't played well enough to put that ball in the net, you ain't deserving nothing.
Pogba was a foul for the free. Well, they played on, didn't they?
You need to wear an contact lens. They weren't a foul.
Well, that's the way it goes, though, Ollie. Ollie, listen, you know what it's like. You win some, you lose some, it balances itself out. You know what I mean?
Ollie's on here to push buttons.
I'm just looking.
Where's that ejector seat solo?
Listen, let me get back to my original point, which was that look, we've got Varane and we've got Maguire there at the back now. So Ollie he's got to stop concentrating too hard on what, like I keep saying, going on behind us. He's now got enough in that forward attacking lineup in terms of creativity and attacking ability to go out and put it on any team and put them under real pressure and give them a real threat. And also not being too quick to break down our attacking shape when we are threatened, because that just only causes us to have to drop right back and start building up again. I think the quicker he starts to do that now and trust the players, especially like Ronaldo, because you're not going to see Ronaldo running back to the box. I hope not. Anyway, he's got to stay right up there as a threat. He's got to be the one to put their back line in a quandary where they're thinking, wait a minute, who's going to mark this guy? And you can't just leave him, you know.
Just for motivation as well. How great would it be for Ronaldo to come back and win us a league in his first season after we've had a drought for so long? There's so much motivation to do well, because and to prove the doubters wrong. Isn't it right, Ollie?
Okay, ball's on the line. All three of you are Man United going to win the league?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
if Ollie is brave enough to give the instruction to whoever is going to ask to be the one at the back in terms of the last of the midfield, he's got to give them the instruction to be more of the recycler of the out ball and the protector, and not to get too far forward. I don't want to see that player, whoever it is, whether it's Fred, whether it's Scotty Mac, or whether it's Donny van der Beek. I don't care who it is at this moment, because we didn't buy one in. But whoever it's going to be, they've got to do that, because that will enable us to, again, like I just said, keep our attacking shape. If we're getting pressed and we're getting outnumbered, you can release the ball to that number 6, and he's going to have acres of space. And then he can just, you know what, right, I can either make the long pass because he's been reading the game, or squirt it wide where they're not outnumbering us. Again, we've got pace and we've got threats on either side. Especially for me, the ideal setup would be Jadon Sancho on the right and Anthony Martial on the left. That's how I would prefer to see it until Rashford is fit, especially.
Right, guys, we're going to go through some comments, and Shah's going to join us for a few seconds. Amanda, you want to take these things away?
Ollie, just quickly answer this one. This is from Annie Herbert, your fellow Arsenal man. He says, Oliver, what do you think are the signings, and are they better than Man United?
100% our signings.
It's R as in O-U-R.
It's so we're planning for the future. You're buying a 36-year-old past it player, and we're buying players that are young and they're going to mould into the new Invincibles.
Yeah, Arteta at the wheels.
The question goes out, who's going to retire first? Messi or Ronaldo? Ronaldo's about 2 years older, isn't he?
Messi is he's got ego, so he ain't going to retire before Messi.
I think Ronaldo, that's a good question, actually. Ronaldo's a bit older, though, isn't he? I think if Ronaldo retires early and then Messi beats his record, then Ronaldo might come back. Big up the panel says Munzi. Hi, Munzi, how are you?
Hi, Munzi. Is our boy.
He's asking, Carrie's asking, did you see Portugal versus Ireland?
Yes, we did.
Ronaldo's two late goals. Yep. Clinical. Munzi again says, Ollie has that stupid hat on again. Adam Morris, how you doing, Adam?
Big up,
gent.
Gives us the thumbs up. Okay, this is easy. Anthony Herbert says, who is better, Mark Hughes or Brian McClair?
He's the reason I start supporting Man United. One of the reasons.
Sparky. McClair was Chock was great, but Sparky was like, yeah.
I like McClair over Hughes. I think McClair was a better servant. I think McClair was a better servant to the club.
I'll go McClair. I hate Mark Hughes.
No, I'm going Mark Hughes. Sparky.
Mark Hughes, man, is giant. Oldham semi-final, Barcelona final. He's just brilliant.
When you got to remember as well,
volleys. Yeah, he's just great.
In the replay against Oldham, he got us that equaliser on the like 90th minute. So, next one.
Hughes says Muncie, and Andy says piss off, Arsenal winning the league.
In 3 years, I said in 3 years' time.
So guys, if you're watching, please like, please share, please subscribe. I know, Shah, you only just come on, but you're coming on as we're jumping off. So a quick one, just give us a 2-minute summary. Where do you think Ronaldo will fit in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer plan? You've got 2 minutes. Hit me off. Go.
I think obviously Ronaldo's game has matured to a point where everyone can know that he's a 9 now. You know, even though he wears 7 on his back, he's a 9. So look, the fact of the matter is that we're going to be playing a lot more wing play when we're getting our balls in. We've never really had that kind of until Cavani really in the last season, where we see Cavani come and take that spot, making the move. Mason's learnt a little bit from him. We've seen Mason score, and even Martial scored a couple of headers, but nothing to the consistent level that Ronaldo is going to bring in that 18-yard box for us. And even outside of it, you know, watching that game that was mentioned earlier, Portugal versus Ireland, there's a little post I made a comment about where Ronaldo was going for the ball. He got a little look back. One of the Irish defenders on his lip, felt it, a little bit of words were exchanged. Next thing you know, he's fired up. It's made him kick. He goes, how can I make this guy hurt? And he came out and scored 2 goals. And that's what we need. We need to, everyone in our team needs to get to that level of mentality where something goes down, that they're going to hit back hard, fast, and, you know, make sure that we come away with those 3 points every single game. And I think that's what we're going to see. So I think Ollie's going to be able to play. Bruno Pogba, we're going to have a field day with Ronaldo as well. Those balls, he's a great holding player, comes deep. I think Ronaldo's got everything to offer that we need out of a number 9.
Cool. Thank you. Last comment before we jump off.
It was something about, I didn't understand this when I first read this. Carrie, thanks for all your comments today. Said
Appreciate that.
East, something with Arsenal logo is in top. Anyone make sense of that?
I think it's at least some. I mean, the hat. I think he's talking about the hat.
Yeah.
Arsenal logo. Well, he's an Arsenal fan. Ollie's our guest. He's an Arsenal fan. It's not all United on this show. We do invite special guests, and
Ollie's a special guest.
Yeah, and Arsenal got special needs.
Oh God!
They need points. As in points, you need points.
I've been on a few podcasts in the last month or so, and I do feel like I keep getting invited on just for the banter. But I always turn up.
You always turn up.
Ollie, what I'll say is that 30 years that the Scouts has waited for, mate. Don't worry, it'll go quick, mate. It'll go quick.
Ollie, where can we find you?
I do everything through my band. So when I started this, I was going through my band. So I'm going to keep it that way. So Prince is the main ones, the Twitter, and also if you go on any of the streaming sites, Spotify, Apple Music, Napster. I didn't even know it was a thing anymore. It is. We are on it. Just search Princes of Maine and then you check out our music and then happy days. Thank you for having me on, Jess.
Oh, thank you.
Can I just endorse that as well? I've listened to Prince of Maine, and I think they're brilliant. So everyone out there, tune in. And we've got the lead singer here, live on the show.
Yeah. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you, guys. If you're liking, watch, please like, share, subscribe with the Money Agenda. We'll be back on Monday night for the Studs Up show, and there might be a special guest as always on the Monday night, so keep an eye out for that. Just hit that subscribe button on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving you the chance to win yourself a signed Bruno Fernandes football shirt. All you got to do is subscribe. So, guys, thanks to all the guests. Thanks to Ollie for being on, as always, supporting us. Is there one more, even before the match?
So, even before the match, Portugal versus Ireland, for Juve, Ronaldo scored a late minute winner, but it was ruled offside just because he had his hand offside. Yeah. So he's always a threat, isn't he, Ronaldo?
Our boy. So, guys, we shall see you on Monday at 8 p.m. Thank you. And thanks for all the comments.
Thank you.
Viva Ronaldo.